And now it's time for Southern California's sports fishing voice. Let's talk hookup. For the next 2 hours, join Pete Gray, rock cod Rick Maxa, and this week's special expert guest for fishing information, new techniques to catch more fish, and the most current scoop on what's happening in the water. Let's Talk Hookup is sponsored in part by Yamaha Outboards, official motor sponsor of Let's Talk Hookup. Royal Polaris, the world's finest long-range sports fisher. By Ford, the official truck of Let's Talk Hookup, and Shimano Rods and Reels. Fish with the best. Shimano. Get ready for the fastest 2 hours on radio with the hosts of Let's Talk Hookup, Pete Gray and Rock Cod Rick Maxa.
Good morning, anglers, and welcome to Let's Talk Hookup. I'm Pete Gray with Rock Cod Rick Maxa. We're live at Mossy Ford in Pacific Beach. It's going to be a great show. This is our second of 4 San Diego County live broadcast at the Ford dealers with all the incredible prizes. The Cowboy is here, loaded today, along with a lot of other great helpers here. But we've got a couple great guests right here at Mossy Ford. Rick Jensen from Sportfishing Financial and Jeff Mariani from Cedros Kayak Fishing. We're going to be talking kayak fishing. We're going to be talking about fishing in general. Stay tuned. This is Southern California's Sport Fishing Voice. Live from Mossy Ford, Let's Talk Hookup on the Mighty 1090. The bluefin are abundant this year, but getting them to bite is another story. But if you're willing to chase them, there's an opportunity to land the catch of a lifetime. Now, getting the deal of a lifetime on a new Ford is much less effort because the gigantic summer sales event is going on now at your San Diego County Ford dealer. Choose from a great selection of cars, trucks, and SUVs and save big on interest charges with 0 APR long-term financing. On top of that, your Ford dealer will give you an additional bonus for your qualified trade. This special offer is available to anyone who gets approved through Ford Motor Credit. You'll also find great deals on new Ford Super Duty, Motor Trend Magazine's 2017 Truck of the Year. So why chase deals all over town when you can land the deal of a lifetime on the new Ford, car, truck, or SUV you've always wanted during the Ford Summer Sales Event? Stop by any San Diego County Ford dealer today. They'll be glad to hook you up. Learn more at buyfordnow.com. Pete here. I was fortunate enough to use the new Simrad NSS Evo 2 touchscreen chart plotter and sonar unit on my boat this summer and fall. And let me say, it's truly incredible. With an easy-to-use tablet-style interface that's fresh but familiar, the new Simrad NSS Evo 2 combines a multi-touch screen with push-to-select rotary dial for precision control and speedy response. As for marking schools of tuna, yellowtail, and more, it's the best. You run over a school, and there they are in full color and high definition. The new NSS Evo 2 built-in sonar technology, including chirp and structure scan, can't be beat. I recently added the Simrad AP24 autopilot to my system. I've had other autopilots before, but I can tell you this one is simple, sensitive, and accurate. It integrates with my Simrad NSS Evo 2. I set a waypoint, touch the screen, and the boat steers to that spot. There's a lot more to the new Simrad NSS Evo 2 system and AP24 autopilot I'd like to tell you, but best just go to your local Simrad dealer or see simrad-yachting.com for more details.
Bluefin tuna are here, and now is the time to take advantage of this amazing bite. The hot jig last year and this season is the Shimano Butterfly Flat Fall Jig. It's a totally new concept of butterfly jigging, but deadly effective. Best part, it's very simple to fish the Shimano Flat Fall. Drop the jig down to where the fish are holding, then crank it up 30 feet and then free spool. Or cast the jig and let it fall while in free spool. Wait for the bite, then put it in gear and wind. It's that easy. The Shimano Flat Fall is a center balanced jig and falls with a wobbling action in a horizontal position, making it irresistible to big bluefin tuna. Hundreds of big fish have been caught on the Flat Fall, ranging in size from the 130 gram to the 250 gram. They're back in stock now at your local Shimano dealer. So get yours now and go catch a fish of a lifetime on the Shimano Butterfly Flat Fall Jig. See your local dealer or check Shimano.com for all the details.
Welcome back to Let's Talk Hookup on the Mighty 1090. We're live at Mossy Ford in Pacific Beach. A great day starting up on an awesome 4th of July weekend. This is going to be a fun show.
Indeed. Happy holiday weekend. Happy 4th of July Independence Day celebration here. And a great way to start it here at Mossy Ford. People at Mossy are so fantastic. They've got a very comfortable setting here. We're under the red, white, and blue tent. How appropriate
Perfect.
is that, huh? And if you're coming down Mission Bay Drive there, you can't miss us. Right there, right off of I-5 between Grand and Garnett on I-5. If you're coming north or south, if you're coming from the south, I believe it's the Grand Garnett exit. If you're coming from the north, it's Grand Garnett exit.
Yeah,
so
you can't miss
either
us on
way,
Mission Bay Drive.
you just keep coming straight on Mission Bay Drive, and there's parking inside, so just pull into Mossy Ford, and they've got some parking spots inside here, and they have an incredible selection of new and used Ford cars and trucks. And I'll tell you what, we're going to get later on in the show, we're going to have a representative from Mossy talking about the sell-a-thon. Of course, the key to buying a new Ford car or a truck is the sell-a-thon. And there's just 3 or 4 of those a year, and this is one of them.
Yeah, this is when you get your single biggest money back, single best deals of the entire year during the sell-a-thon.
Yeah, and we're going to hear later on about the sell-a-thon going on at all the San Diego County Ford dealers as well as Mossy Ford here in Pacific Beach. It is a beautiful morning to talk fishing and kayak fishing in particular with our buddy Jeff Mariani from Cedros Kayak Fishing. Good morning, Jeff.
Good morning, Pete.
Hey, Jeff.
And, of course, our good buddy who's fishes kind of, whether it be from a kayak or a boat or anything, Rick Jensen from Sportfishing Financial.
Good morning, everybody.
Hi, Rick.
Great to have you, Rick. And now, Rick, how did you and Jeff meet? I mean, you kind of put this whole show together. It's like, hey, let's have Jeff and me come and do the show, celebrate 4th of July. It's a good deal.
Yeah, well, we met at at Fred Hall, and we decided to add one of the trips with Cedros Kayaks onto our schedule. And at that time, early in the season, we knocked down a great week coming up in September on Labor Day week. So we're going to be traveling Monday through Friday, Monday being a holiday. And we've been doing so much fishing and working and getting clients out that I have a couple guys scheduled to go on that trip. And I thought, hey, Jeff, let's talk about that trip and your business in general and get on the radio. Join Pete and Rick. And
Fantastic.
That's awesome.
Fantastic. So what's been going on in the let's talk, of course, you talk finances and fishing. What's been going on in the financial world? From what I understand, today's a big day from the standpoint of the Chinese investors now can't just bring wads of cash in and buy all the houses in Southern California. July 1st was the deadline for that.
Yeah, well, with the new political regime in place, there's a lot of different changes happening, and changing politics into business so far has fared well for what we're doing and putting people's money to work. I think that there's problems with steel imports and tariffs and different taxes. So I think that the more we work with people in ways that are more efficient for Americans is going to be better for our investors. So this is a big day for some changes and some regulations, and looking forward to that being beneficial to the American investors.
Yeah, no doubt about it. How does Sportfishing Financial and finances and working with people play into fishing? How did that all come about?
Well, for years I had a marketing guy that brought new people in the door, and he's retired and kind of moved on, and I figured I need to keep doing that. I'm still younger. I still want to keep growing the business, and I started finding some new clients after he had retired on some fishing trips, and I started to think, hey, why don't I start to market in this direction? And the marketing in this direction gives me the opportunity to spend time with clients and develop client appreciation events and promotional events around fishing. So that works out for me personally, and there's a lot of similarities in fishing. There's the same kind of science and thought and process that goes into planning a good trip and being successful that can also be implemented in the investment world. Nowadays, if you're not using some type of technology to help you with sea surface temperatures or wind or where the bite was yesterday, or getting updates through the internet, you don't really have as good of an opportunity as the next guy. You want to be in an efficient boat. You want to have a plan. You don't want to decide that you're going sea bass fishing in the morning and then by 4 o'clock in the afternoon run 60 miles offshore. So I see a lot of people do similar things with their investment portfolios. Today this is hot, because of this China information. Some people might be thinking that's going to make a big difference in their long-term investment decisions, and it may not be as big as a current change or a change in water temperature, but there's a lot of similarities in making decisions with information, and I enjoy both. I enjoy chasing fish and making money.
That's cool. So talking to Jeff about Cedros and I actually just came back from our Let's Talk Hookup, our first of 2 Let's Talk Hookup trips to Cedros Sportfishing yesterday afternoon. I had a phenomenal trip. Things just started happening the day we arrived there. Our timing was perfect for weather, yellowtail, calico bass, and a great experience down there with a new partner in the business, Al Gross, too, which was really fun spending some time with him and all the different changes and upgrades they're going to do to Cedros Sport Fishing down there. Every time I go down there, I just am blown away at what a wonderful community it is, first of all, at Cedros, and how great the people are and how easily accessible the fishing is.
Absolutely.
That's
Absolutely.
Cool.
Yeah, I got a great report from you, too. So I'm heading down Friday with my good friend Chris Mennick and one of his buddies, so nice fresh report. Yeah, Al and Rosie joining that team, I think, is super exciting. I mean, they've been very, very good to me and my wife and our program so far, helping us from setting up our booth at Fred Hall to just, the friendliness, and Al constantly offering help, for if I need to get supplies down for the tackle shop and everything else. So I think it's a huge addition for them.
Yeah,
so sweet.
It is, and he's going to add a lot to the local people. They're very generous.
Absolutely.
With their energy and time, but there's not a lot of money down there.
No,
so
definitely not.
When they see people like Al and Rosie that are going to bring more people to the island and bring more revenue to the people there, they're excited.
Absolutely,
They're
they should be.
stoked.
They're both very good people, and there's a learning curve. They're they're figuring out some things already. The slower pace and things don't happen like as quick as they do around here, but. No, it's a huge addition for the island. I think it can only benefit all of us.
And, of course, their partner, Adrian, who started Cedros Adventures, Cedros Sport Fishing, kind of developed the whole concept there.
That's how I started going to the island.
That's where Jeff and I met.
That's where
I went on the Let's Talk Hookup trip, and that's how I went to this place.
That's how you went, and then you fell in love with the place, and now look at you.
I know.
Yeah. You have a bunch
crazy.
of Hobie kayaks down there. You have a beautiful house. You invite people that go on your trips with you to stay at your house, and you have we got to fish with your captain David, who's a wonderful captain.
Very
you have
good
a great
guy.
Ponga. I mean, tell us about what you have down there.
So we have 2 Pongas now. We use them as our support boats, and we also do Ponga fishing as well. But we have a nice fleet of Hobies that we got through Fastlane. 5 Outbacks and 1 Pro Angler. They're fully rigged. Ron helped us rig these boats personally himself. He came down and did that for us last year.
And he has to guide our trips, too. That's part of his job.
He's going on the 24th. Yep.
Yeah.
Smart man.
So we have everything on those boats, color fish finders, VHF radios, bait tanks. We got the nice Hobie, life jackets and game hooks and, gaffs. And our Ponga's always right there with you, so if you catch a big fish, we'll take some photos, and then we want to get it on the Ponga real quick and bleed it out and get it in the game bag.
Nice,
so,
you mentioned those Hobie life jackets, the vests. Those things are like not even wearing a life jacket.
You can't even feel them.
They're amazing.
They are.
The design that those things, I mean,
right. Great storage for your phone too.
Yeah.
Like you could have it super handy, or I clip my VHF radio right there.
Yeah.
It's just easy to talk, one hand the whole time. So
we had a lot of fun on the Islander kayak trip.
That was insane.
Yeah, that was a really fun.
Really
day.
a lot like Cedros. I mean,
very much like Cedros, because you had that nice flat, calm water along the front, and catching yellows,
great weather. Yeah, we had
great
weather too. Yeah.
And good rockfish fishing. But,
absolutely.
But yeah, so you don't have a lot of trips. You have selected trips, and they're very small groups, which is really fun. The intimacy of being able to be amongst the people in the town.
Exactly.
The whole experience there. Are there spots available still to come down this year?
We have a couple spots. That's the one thing it's pretty exclusive for us. We're 50, 60 guys a year. That's pretty much all we're really.
So you got to jump
doing.
on it.
If you want in, I mean, we take 3 guys at a time. You're staying at my personal house. It's just a lot different than going on a big tour. We're riding down in the minivan and stopping and having food, and it's just like you're hanging out with friends the whole time. It's quite a bit different experience. We're not afraid to go travel the island too in the truck and show people new things, and we go hang out at the salt factory and have a beverage and just let people. No one's seen a pile of salt that big in their life, so everyone gets amazed by that alone. So no, it's just a totally different feel than having a bunch more guys around.
And the advantage of what you have is you have the pongas as well as the trailer. If the wind's blowing, you can put the kayaks in the trailer and still get to the other side.
Yeah, we're really utilizing the ponga more now because of our accessibility. We can get to the north so simply now. We ran over to Natividad last year. Chris and I are probably going to Bonitos this next week. It's just the simplicity. We load everything. We bring the pongas there in my driveway at home. We load everything the night before. That way we wake up, we hook up the truck, we drive straight to the marina, drop the boat in, and away we go. Like there's just no, I have bait receivers now in the harbor, so making bait takes about 5 minutes.
Oh, that's sweet!
Yeah,
what a good idea that
little
is.
Secret thing that we're doing now.
Nice.
I have them fishing for bait.
Yeah, we dropped some mackerel off into your receiver.
I told David, if you're fishing with those guys, if they're making bait, put
we
the
dropped
bait
a
on
load
the
of
receiver.
mackerel.
Thank you. I'll be using that next Friday.
For sure. Yeah, but bait was a piece of cake. I mean,
it's really
we had to work
crazy
on it a little bit because there's so much sardine. You catch a lot of sardine.
Yeah.
But so much bait at the island. But once you got on the green mackerel and the Spanish too.
Yeah.
I actually caught my biggest yellowtail on Spanish.
No kidding.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Interesting.
You guys had some big fish.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, I had 135. The biggest one, of course, Al Gross.
Big Al.
Big Al caught 36-pounder.
That's awesome.
And that was on a Rapala. But I'm going to give you a little hint, guys. The hot Rapala color was either the 20 or the 30, X-Rap 20 or X-Rap 30, redhead, white body.
Really?
They were all over that thing.
That's why David's calling me. I guess the store's sold out now.
Oh, yeah. That was a good one there, for sure. I mean, they ate the mackerel colors and everything, too, but...
What's a Rapala? I only know Rapala.
Yeah, exactly.
They're
just like Rapalas.
They look like this.
Is that the knockoff version?
Yeah. They look but they don't really care as long as you buy them, whether you say Rapala or Rapala, right? But they were eating them full speed. Yeah.
Nice.
And I got to tell you, Jeff, at when we were sitting out there, Tuesday and Wednesday were beautiful, flat, calm, gorgeous days. Wednesday we went to Bonitas, but I was thinking, man, how cool would it be to be out here on Augustine Bank on a kayak right now?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Unreal.
It's going to, I'm
loaded
excited.
with fish.
I hooked a huge thresher right there 2 trips ago.
Yeah.
So in the kelp, believe it or not. So, excited to get over there and get into the boiler rock fishing that we did last year.
Yeah. Man, unbelievable. Ron Lane is here. Ron Lane, step up to that mic there. He brought the Hobie kayak.
The Outback.
The Outback. We're giving away one of the 2 grand prizes we're giving away at our San Diego County Ford dealer remotes is a Hobie Mirage Drive Outback, along with a trip for 1 to Cedros kayak fishing. That's about a 5 grand value prize there for one of the people that come and attend our events here. So we want to thank you. So tell us about what you have out here, and people come check it out.
Well, I brought the kayak that I fished San Clemente Island on the last hookup trip.
Yeah.
And what a blast that was.
Oh yeah.
I mean that boat, the Islander's such a great boat. But we had 15 Outbacks. And now we're selling through those. They're event boats. They're on sale at the store right now.
Still have a couple?
Yeah, we still have 3 or 4. Yeah.
Oh, really? Okay.
Well, we don't advertise it much.
Yeah, you discount them.
Yeah, they will be a good deal. Yeah, they'll be a good deal. But
you're not allowed to discount Hobie product.
Yeah, we just don't.
But if it's an event boat, it's slightly used, you can deal.
That's right. Okay. And then the other interesting thing about this year and these boats is they all have the new Mirage Drive 180. So they go backwards. And on that trip, I hooked a little yellowtail right in the kelp. It goes and tangles itself up, and I could back right around it as he's wrapping himself up, help me get that fish out, and I'm going, oh, this is a good feature.
That's cool.
It's a great feature.
I love that camo color, too, that new color.
The new camo color. Awesome. The camo colors come with the big rudder. They come with the turbo fins on the Mirage Drive, so it's a kind of a deal.
Yeah. So let me ask you, is this one of the event boats that you brought down here? So somebody could buy this today?
Yeah.
Down here?
Yeah.
This
right
is
now.
One of the deal. All right. Make you an offer,
It's like I said when I took it out, everything's for sale.
Yeah, for sure.
I'll peel my sticker off.
Yeah, all right. Cool. So you're going to be hanging around during the broadcast
here?
Yeah,
answering questions.
Answering questions and talking kayak fishing and stuff.
I got to say, this Cedros trip and going down there, that is such a bucket list. So
it's so cool.
After this show, if you're not sold out for the year, something's wrong because we're not – telling it right.
Yeah.
It's an amazing.
If you get down there and go kayak fishing with Jeff and his gang, it's amazing.
It's so cool.
I mean, I'm sitting next to Chris, and he's already been 3 times this year, I think.
Can't wait to go back again.
That's right.
Yeah.
Chris
so,
has 5 this year, 5 trips.
I know on the Islander trip, you had those the new inflatables, the I-11s.
You know, I'm glad you brought that up, Pete. That has jumped to our number 1 kayak this year.
That thing is so cool.
Second year out, it's number 1. And when I heard the numbers, I just was shocked because it is a fantastic boat to fish out of. You wouldn't think of an inflatable, hooks and gaffs, but pretty safe, 3-chambered, super stable, nimble. This thing has all the attributes of the fishing kayaks, but it weighs 40 pounds.
Yeah, and you throw it in a backpack.
Yeah, and the guys at the shop were always trying to blow it up quicker than the next guy, and so the record's now held by Hayden at 1 minute 40 seconds on pumping one up with a hand pump from start to finish.
Wow.
Yeah, I can't do that.
What we're going to do is we're going to go put a couple of those I-11s on my boat. We're going to go over to San Clemente Island and fish tuna one day, and then then blow those things up and go fish calicos the next day.
Hooked up to a tuna. That'd be tuna skiing.
Yeah, those things are the perfect mothership type of thing where you're not really taking up any room.
Oh, that's right.
Throw 2 backpacks in a V-berth and away you go.
That's right. Yep, and they can roll right down the dock. The bag has rollers right on it.
You want to take it on an airline with you or whatever?
Well, one of my employees had to go to Wisconsin, and his mom bought him an I-11 to go, and it changed his whole attitude about the trip.
Yeah.
Now he's fishing all those lakes, and he keeps sending back pictures of all the bass he's catching.
How fun.
So he went from we're going where, Mom, to, hey, this is a good thing.
So you just got a new stock of those at Fastlane?
Yep.
Yeah,
yep.
so if you want to check out the I-11,
we just got,
there.
And we demo them every day. You can come down and try them.
Come down and try and see how stable they are.
Oh, once you try it, though, you may end up buying it.
Yeah. Jeff may get some more down there. Who knows, right?
I've been looking at them. I mean, watching those guys on the Islander, you know, the crew was so funny. Like, oh, these are the best ever because they're so light and everything. So it couldn't hurt my repertoire down there at all.
No doubt about it. Well, as you can hear, we have a great show lined up today. Come on down to Mossy Ford and Pacific Beach. We got a great group here going on. And, oh, my gosh, have we got some amazing prizes.
Boy,
right?
You're not kidding. Yeah, and just going to be so much fun having Jeff and Rick in here and talking all kinds of fishing and Ron. It's just going to be a fun day, a fun weekend, and a great broadcast to come down. Mossy Ford does such a great job and makes it super comfortable and fun. And, yeah, Pete, you are not kidding. How about this for some prizes given away today? First up, if you want to come down and join us here at Mossy Ford in Pacific Beach and step up to the microphone and ask a question. Again, if you want to ask a question, just see the cowboy who's got the cowboy hat on, or see Dave with the blue Let's Talk Hookup hat. Let him know that you want to step up to the microphone and ask a question. And today, we're giving away 2 prizes for those that step up to their microphone. First of which is going to be a brand new pair of Maui Jim sunglasses, and a great pair. It's a brand new style of frame, the Byron Bay. It's a really nice pair of Maui Jims. It has that killer Marlin frame, which is a frame that kind of fades from brown to blue. It's a really classy looking pair of Maui Jims. It comes with a neutral gray lens and that killer super thin glass. So an awesome pair of Maui Jims. That's for one person that steps up to the microphone. And we're giving away another prize to step up to the microphone question, and that's thanks to our good buddy Jeff from One Cool Tuna, a 3-pack, the very patriotic red, white, and blue OCT jigs. And again, you know, that's over $100 value there, too. A really nice 3-pack of OCT jigs in red, white, and blue color.
Red, white, and blue, patriotic colors. Look at that.
Appreciate that from Jeff. So those are the 2 prizes just for stepping up to the mic.
Work.
Oh, yeah.
Throwing them at Cedros.
Yeah, that's a great
lure.
They
eat. It's a swimming surface iron.
It's a very good swimming surface iron. And the new ones, the new OCT jigs, have an upgraded hook. It's a really strong hook. They got great rings. He did a really, really nice job. We really like him. So stoked for somebody who's going to get a 3-pack today. And then if you want to get a hold of us on the phones, we would love to hear from you this morning. There's 2 ways that you can reach us here on Let's Talk Hookup on the phones. And first is our local line. That's 858 area code 457-1090. Again, 858-457-1090. That's a local number. Or you can reach us toll free, and our toll free line is 792-1090. Again, 877-792-1090. We have a great prize for those calling us on the phones today, and that's a trip for two aboard the Daily Double out of Point Loma Sport Fishing. That trip includes all the tackle. If you need to rent some gear, you're bringing a friend that doesn't have any tackle.
Calico bass fishing right now.
Yeah, he has had some good fishing ever since we had Fred on the show last week talking about it. I know there's been some really, really good fishing. And as always, we've got our great casting contest going on. Grant Christensen's running the casting contest, doing an awesome job, and they've been going full speed today already. And we've got some great prizes there, too. And the way the casting contest works is whoever makes the cast and has the most points basically gets their choice. We have three great prizes, and the winner of first, second, and third place will have their choice of the three prizes, and as they get picked away. So first of which is an awesome Shimano rod. We're giving away a beautiful Shimano rod. You can see it leaning right up here. It looks like a Terramar or Talus rod, rather. Really nice Talus for one lucky winner. In addition to that Talus rod, we've got a really cool prize pack here right up in front of us. It has one of those great cowbells from Ballyhood, which was probably one of the hottest wahoo lures ever to be trolled. A really great 32-ounce cowbell and a really nice wahoo pack there. In addition to that, there's going to be a couple of flat falls and one of the brand new AFTCO bait scoops, a completely redesigned scoop from AFTCO, and they did a really cool job too. It's like a channel design on their bait scoops. It's really easy on the tank, very easy if you do ever want to replace a net or add something to it. So a really cool scoop from AFTCO, and that's all for another lucky winner of the casting contest. And in addition to that, the third prize is a full pack of Williamson and Rapala lures, everything from trolling to casting size jigs, and right now, how appropriate, a brand new AFTCO kite, too.
Yeah.
So again, the prizes consist of a brand new Talus rod, and then a prize pack with the Ballyhood cowbell, flat falls, and an AFTCO bait net, and then the third prize, Williamson and Rapala, and that great AFTCO kite.
Indeed. And, of course, Cowboys got a ton of great prizes over there from Shimano, AFTCO, Rapala, Williamson, or Rapala, whatever you want to call it. And a whole bunch more. We've got a three-quarter-day trip on the San Diego, half-day trips on the Daily Double. So a lot of good stuff going on there. Let's Talk Hookup right here live from Mossy Ford. Don't forget to come on down while you're here. Check out the great deals they have here on Mossy Ford during the Cellathon weekend.
Absolutely. And when we come back, we got a lot of Let's Talk Hookup coming your way. More of your phone calls, more great information. Again, if you want to get through, 858-457-1090 or 877-792-1090. When we come back, we got Let's Talk Hookup coming your way on the mighty 1090.
Fisherman's Landing is the top choice in local and long-range fishing. Hi, this is Doug Kern. Our hardworking crew is always looking for ways to improve your fishing experience. We offer the finest open party trips from 1 to 3 days, the best charter boats available, and of course, our world-renowned long-range fleet is second to none. We are proud to say Fisherman's Landing is now a full-service sport fishing operation, offering half-day trips on the Dolphin, and now, for the first time in the long history of Fisherman's Landing, we have three-quarter-day open party trips on the Liberty. We built the Liberty specifically to offer a better experience. Run by veteran captain Taro Takeuchi, the 85-foot Liberty is the first open party three-quarter-day boat to offer bunks for your comfort. She also has huge bait capacity and RSW fish holds to keep your catch fresh. Plus, Liberty has a big galley and 2 interior heads with showers. Our open party trips from half-day, three-quarter-day, or 1 to 3 day trips can be easily booked online at fishermanslanding.com or give us a call at 619-221-8500. I'll see you at Fisherman's Landing in San Diego.
All right, I got to tell you, last weekend I told you about the Shimano Tranks package I was taking to Cedros.
Right,
all Tranks. All Tranks, a 500, a 300, and a 400, and then I took a Trinidad A20 with me, too, for bait. I didn't need anything else. I had it all. It was all perfect. Of course, used the 500 for my surface iron fishing, and then I used the 400 for throwing the Colt Sniper jerkbait.
Okay.
Worked for calicos, worked perfectly, and for yellows too. And then the 300 was the ultimate. I was throwing those MC swim baits, and it was like I'm telling you, those Tranks reels they blow everything else.
They really do.
They're
the amount of power that they get out of such a small reel, it blows you away. I mean, this is a bass reel. It shouldn't be something you're catching yellowtail and tunas with. And they did, not only do they do it okay, they do it great. I mean, it's not like it's okay, it's good enough. It's perfect.
Yeah. I love my Corrados, but I'm never using a Corrado again. Tranks does it, man. It's just, I mean, the Corrado's a great reel. Tranks is that much better.
You wait till I cast and see if you still feel the same.
Oh, boy. Something big coming up here in a couple weeks. Well, get them right now at your local Shimano deal. The Tranks 3, 4, and 500 reels.
For local and long-range fishing, the Islander out of Fisherman's Landing is a favorite among seasoned or novice anglers. But Islander Charters is much more than great fishing. They also do incredible Guadalupe white shark diving trips as well as a schedule of kayak mothership trips. You need to check out the Islander on their website, islander-charters.com. The Islander is San Diego's leader when it comes to 2 to 5 day fishing. Watch the website for trips and adventures available. Experience the Islander difference. Visit islander-charters.com for all the details.
There's a new kid in town, and they are creating near miracles on boats all over the Southland. It's Blue Seas Fabrication, the West Coast first and only certified sea deck fabricator and installer. Install sea deck EVA from non-skid decking materials on your boat, sport fisher, or yacht, and your boating experience is enhanced and improved. Why? Well, first, sea deck from Blue Seas Fabrication enriches the look of any boat, old or new. Next, the SeaDeck non-skid decking material adds comfort, convenience, safety, and value. The possibilities are endless. Let the experts from Blue Seas Fabrication show you how SeaDeck will make your life easier and better on every trip. Their professional staff will custom fit your deck, bridge, and interior with the stylish, non-absorbent, stain-resistant, and easy-to-clean material in multiple textures, designs, and colors. SeaDeck offers comfort and anti-fatigue properties for those long days of fishing. It can also be used on kayaks, boat trailers, and more. See for yourself. Check BlueSeasFabrication.com to see how SeaDeck can transform your watercraft and truly create a wow factor for the next time you head out. Call them at 858-232-4188 for more information and a free quote. Check BlueSeasFabrication.com and enhance your fishing experience.
Welcome back to Let's Talk Hookup on the Mighty 1090. Again, we're live here at Mossy Ford, beautiful Pacific Beach, perfect weather, perfect time to come enjoy the live broadcast, and Mossy's such the great spot for it.
Yep.
Easy parking, easy to get to, and you're going to get in on that casting contest and win some rad prizes.
Yeah, indeed. So you have two ways to win the $2 grand prize, or qualify for the $2 grand prizes. One is in the casting contest, one winner from that, and then the other is just a random draw. So make sure you see the cowboy over there, grab a donut. He brought lots of donuts and cookies for everybody, and we want to thank Cowboy for those. And we have a bunch of prizes to give away, but also register. We're going to do a random draw at 9 o'clock, right after the show's over, to one other qualifier. So 8 total qualifiers, and 2 from each event that we do at the Ford dealers this year. And so 2 today are going to qualify. 1 random, 1 from the casting contest. And, Ricky, what can they – tell them what they can win, Ricky.
So this is the deal, which is crazy. You're crazy not to come down and join us because we're giving away such awesome prizes just for coming down and hanging out and having fun and having cookies and donuts and the whole nine. But everybody in attendance basically gets a ticket for all of the great prizes that we're giving away. You're going to fill out an entry form as soon as you get here, be one of those 8 qualifiers to win one of our double grand prizes. First of which is a trip for one to go to Cedros kayak fishing and fish with Jeff on one of those beautiful Hobie Mirage Drive kayaks from Fast Lane Kayaks in Mission Bay. So literally, you're going to get a boat just like what you see that Ron brought here on display. You're going to get to go do all the fun stuff that Jeff's been talking about at Cedros. You're literally going to get the entire package as one of those great grand prizes. The second of which is going to be a trip for 2 to Palmas de Cortez and Baja's beautiful East Cape that includes 2 days of fishing, and it includes round-trip tickets on Alaska Airlines from San Diego to Cabo San Lucas. We're definitely going to draw one of the qualifiers at the end of the show. We're going to have a casting contest winner at the end of the show. And remember, there's only 8 qualifiers, right, 4 of which are completely random just for coming down and hanging out, and everybody's going to win an awesome prize.
Yeah, it's pretty much you come down, you're going to win a prize. So come on down to Mossy Ford, right off of I-5 in San Diego, in Pacific Beach. Just take the Grand Garnet exit, either coming north or south. Come on down and ask the guys. The guys are wandering around here. They have the deals going on this weekend, the Sell-a-thon weekend, where they're I mean, it's almost like they're giving away cars here at Mossy Ford.
Sign me up.
Yeah. So they have great deals on of course, the best of new Ford cars and trucks here. So I'll tell you what, let's go ahead. We have a lot of people ready to rock and ready to talk here. Let's talk to Dave Myers is here. Dave, come on down. Thanks for joining us here at Mossy Ford. Good morning.
So my first question is obviously with
get right up to that mic there.
With summer coming on, what was the name of the sunscreen that you guys spoke about a while?
Sol, S-O-L. You guys sell it at Fisherman's Landing Tackle?
We don't. No,
you don't?
Great sunblock.
Okay.
Very
I know
good
they
stuff,
have it at Dana Landing in Mission Bay. I'm going to tell you something, a Sol story, and it was very sunny down at Cedros, and the guys I was fishing with were getting burned. And the guy, I said, did you put sunblock on? He goes, yeah, but it just washed off things on my face. I gave him Sol, and he's like, that's good stuff. Where do you get it? It works.
Yeah,
that's
great
the one
block.
you want. Yeah, it's really good.
Perfect. Yeah, I just couldn't remember the name of it. Thank you.
You bet. All right, Dave, thanks for coming down. Appreciate that very much. All right.
All right. Well, hey, with that, it's time to find out what's going on in the Baja. It's time for the Catch Report with the Cast Man, Richard Castaneda from Cast Tours. And today, the Catch Report sponsored in part by Fisherman's Processing in San Diego. Get the finest fish processing while you wait from your local, your long range, or your private boat trip. They've taken the San Diego processing business to all new levels with their superior service, superior product, and innovations like pre-booking your processing orders and those killer tuna burgers. You can friend them on Facebook at Fisherman's Processing, or for more details, check fishermansprocessing.com. And let's talk to the Cast Man, Richard Castaneda from Cast Tours. Buenos dias, Cast Man.
Bula, boys, bula. That Fiji
bula,
for Fijian for hello.
Bula.
Well, hello to
you just got back from Christmas Island.
Yeah, I'll tell you, it was a nice trip. Good group of guys, and fishing on the flats was out of control. Lots of bones and some GTs and some golden trevallies. The offshore was a little bit slower than what we're normally used to. But we did get tuna every day, you know, anywhere from, I'd say, 25 to 50 pounds, and a few wahoo. We did, our boat had one that we figured it was over 60 pounds, and that was caught by Bill Mahorter out of Huntington Beach. But otherwise, great weather, great food, like I said, great group of guys, and we had a 16-year-old fly fisherman on the trip, him and his dad, Peter, and Jacob kicked some big tail there on the flats. Kid was on fire on the boat, not only just small bones, but some big bones, but he also finished up the trip the last day with a 45-pound GT on the fly. And anyway, I'm waiting for pictures to come back on that. Reminded me of you when you were.
That's a big one.
Yeah. So anyway, like I said, a little 16-year-old whippersnapper, you know, behind the ears. But now that he's a professional angler, you can see where it came from. But otherwise, great trip. Already got guys from this trip signed for next year. We're going June 5 to 12, and of course, anybody interested on going this fabulous call to reserve a spot or get more information. But as far as the Baja goes, kind of a slow week this week. The reports I got in, yellowfin tuna up inside the Sea of Cortez there at the Iman San Luis Banks there. Typical, been there all year round. You know, they're ranging anywhere from 20 to 50 pounds, but they did have one that they estimated pretty close to 100 pounds. And most of them being caught on the cut squid, just drifting. A few being taken on the iron, yo-yoing, and they're seeing quite a few wahoo, but they're just not biting. Striped marlin, same thing. A lot of stripers just not going on the chew right now. But otherwise, it's going to be a great summer. I can just tell. It's just everything's happening. And the problem right now in San Jose del Cabo, and probably the same thing up in the East Cape, is the off-colored water. So once that clears up, look for things to really start happening. But anyway, that's the report for this week, Pete and Ricky. And anybody wants to book a trip into Christmas Island, or even our Pesca Panama trip in April, or any other trips to Southern Baja, mainland Mexico, Central America, can give us a call at Cast Tours, 800-593-6510. or on the web at www.casttours.com. And also, Pete and Ricky, I'll be writing a story on the trip with photos, and we'll be sending it out via email blast. Anybody wants to get a copy of that, just go online to Cast Tours and sign up for mailing list, and we'll put you on the list and you can get a copy of the story and get to see the pictures. But otherwise, I'll talk to you guys next Saturday.
Thanks very much, Castman. Appreciate that report, and we will talk to you next Saturday. Let's go live to Alaska, our very first report from Katmai Lodge, where I'll be flying to 2 weeks from today. Up to Katmai. Here's Jeff Top. Good morning, Jeff.
Good morning, gentlemen. How we doing?
Hi, Jeff.
Great. So excited about coming up to Katmai. The Let's Talk Hookup Davis Boats group this year. Always a mind-blowing experience, and I always tell people about, oh, man, you want to go one place that it will change your life. This is Katmai Lodge. So what's going on up there, Jeff?
Well, we're about to get fish crazy up here, guys. We got some kings showing up and some sockeyes pouring in here. This week's going to be the big kickoff for all of our salmon fishing. We've been doing a fair amount of trout fishing last week. We had a couple groups up here that were here just for the trout, and our trout fishing keeps getting better and better. So, you know, we're on the right side of the swing right now. Fishing's been good, you know, as far as trout goes, and our salmon are just showing up. So I think your timing with your group is going to be perfect.
I like the way you're talking there, Jeff. Hey, last year we were had a little issues with very high water. Are we facing that again this year, or with water levels back down?
No. We're kind of on the polar opposite.
Oh, that's good, right, for fishing?
Yeah, I mean, we don't have what I would call low water, but we have really, you know, it's wadeable. You're not standing in the grass like we were last year all day, and some of our gravel bars are actually exposed right now, which is good for our clients. It's safer. It's a more enjoyable wading experience for sure. You guys had water so high you could hardly get out of the boat last year.
Yeah, it was scary sometimes for sure. But that's great news. That's very, very excited, and very excited that the timing of our event is once again perfect for sockeye and those big kings, and of course the incredible giant trout that Katmai is famous for. Well, hey, is there any space available left?
There could be some chum around, too. We might be able to get you guys into some chum salmon as well. That's always a good time, some dry line fishing for salmon.
Oh, man, that's
cool.
So much fun. Well, hey, if somebody wants to come up, are there space available still for this year?
You bet. Just call our 800 number. It's 1-800-330-0326, or check us on Facebook or on katmai.com. And, Pete, we're looking forward to seeing you up here. We always like your groups, and you guys down there in your area got a lot of fishy guys, a lot of fishy people down there.
Indeed, and you're going to love Harold Davis, too, and his gang. They are great people, and you're going to love having them up at the lodge, too. Jeff, great talking to you. Look forward to seeing you in 2 weeks and talk to you next weekend.
Hey, thanks, guys. You guys have a great week. We'll see you next weekend.
Thanks,
all right,
Jeff.
Very good. Thanks a lot this morning. Appreciate that. All right, you want to step up to the mic, have a chance to win these two great prizes, the OCT Jig Pack as well as the Maui Jim sunglasses. Just see Dave or the Cowboy over there, and they'll take your name and be ready, like Nick from Bay Park, Nick Norton. You around, Nick?
Looking for Nick. All right, Nick's coming up, making his way up here.
Come on, step up to the mic here, Nick. Thanks for coming down to Mossy Ford. Appreciate that very much.
Hey, yeah. Good morning, gentlemen.
Good morning.
I had a bay bass question.
All right.
If I may. So fishing largemouth, a lot of people like to throw the big baits for the big fish. Have you ever seen big baits for bigger bay bass? I usually only catch them on the small stuff.
Ricky?
Yeah, I mean, I know Dennis and Eddie would be the guys that I would say do as good as anybody in there, and I know that's one of their deals. And it blew me away how big a baits those guys will fish. I'm with you. Spotted bay bass for me is always a numbers game. It's fun. It's fishing, catching a bunch. But for sure, bigger spinner baits, draw a lot of bites. But the guys I always go to are Dennis and Eddie, who do as good in those saltwater bass tournaments as anybody. And they'll often fish 5, and I've even seen them fish 7-inch viejos, which is big for calico bass fishing and very big for fishing spotted bay bass. But for sure, those guys do. Like anything, there's the elephants eat peanuts rule, and you've seen probably as many big spotties caught on a small 3-inch curly-tailed grub, but I do think that it would be a good way, especially if you're in a scenario where you're getting a lot of bites. It'll help you weed through lesser of the smaller If you were going to fish a bigger bait, though, I really like that Viejo series from MC Swim Baits.
Yeah.
It's still a big bait, but it's a skinnier profile.
Yeah.
It fits a smaller lead head better, which is nice because you don't want to be dragging eelgrass or anything like that. So maybe try that Viejo. I mean, a 7-inch is getting pretty crazy huge, but a 5-inch is still a big bait for a spotty, but maybe it'll draw you a little bigger bite and catch the toad you're looking for.
It's amazing. I was in the 9-inch Viejos. Is that what it is? Down at Cedros?
Yeah.
It's amazing how small a calico will eat a 9-inch swim bait, right?
Totally.
Right, Jeff?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I mean, they eat them.
And a spotty's even a more aggressive fish yet still. So,
sure.
I mean, you would believe that you'll catch them fishing those baits as big as 7 inches. But yeah, I'd say give it a shot, man.
Right
in the bay, too, you get a nice bycatch of, bigger halibut by throwing that bigger bait.
That's never a bad
good
thing.
point.
Yeah, right.
So, yeah.
And, you see, the popularity of guys fishing hard jerk baits. Those X-Wrap style jerk baits are becoming so popular, and it's nothing to catch spotties on a 6-inch jerk bait. It's no reason you couldn't do the same with a paddle tail swim bait.
Absolutely. Awesome. Well, thank you guys.
Love
the show.
Thanks for coming down to Mossy Ford. Appreciate that.
Hey, when we come back, we got a lot more Let's Talk Hookup coming your way, including your phone calls. Again, if you want to get through, been a busy morning already, 858-457-1090 or 877-792-1090. We got more Let's Talk Hookup coming your way on the mighty 1090. Rock Cod Rick here for West Coast Marine and Parker Boats. You see them all over Southern California waters. Parker Boats at the launch ramp, the offshore islands. You wake up in the morning on an overnight trip and there they are. Parker Boats of all size fishing in the same area as the sporties. There's a good reason for it. Fishability and seaworthiness. Of all the boats out there, my boat partner and I chose to get a brand new 25 Parker center console from Kevin Kelly and the gang at West Coast Marine, and I could not be happier. Wow, what a fishing machine. Parker Marine builds a heavy-duty, industrial-strength boat, probably overbuilt, but that's why so many 4- and 6-pack charters choose to operate Parkers. We thank the guys at Pinnacle Sport Fishing, Season Sport Fishing, One-Man Charters, Black and Blue Sport Fishing for their confidence in Parker boats. Take it from me, if you are ready for a new Parker at a fair, upfront, and honest deal, you need to see Kevin Kelly at West Coast Marine, located at 1555 Newport Boulevard in Costa Mesa, or check out their inventory and information at westcoastmarine.com.
Great boats, free parking, and a fully stocked tackle shop. Just a few of the reasons Seaforth Sport Fishing is a favorite among anglers. Come aboard top charter boats like the Aztec, Cortez, Endeavor, Eclipse, Apollo, Outer Limits, Pacific Star, El Gato Dos, Alexis, Pride, Privateer, Tribute, Pacific Voyager, and the Voyager. Plus, the new Seaforth Sea Watch in San Diego offer the finest half, 3/4, and full-day trips available. Check out the full-service tackle store at Seaforth Sport Fishing. And it's all run by fishermen for fishermen. 1717 Quivira Road, just off Mission Bay Drive in Mission Bay. Book online at seaforthlanding.com.
I got a garage full of fishing tackle, and every time I get out on the water, I realize I forgot something important. But I never forget my life jacket. I make sure my buddies wear theirs, too. Save the ones you love. A message from California State Parks Division of Boating and Waterways.
This is Pete Gray to tell you about one of my favorite places to fish in the world. It's Whalers Cove Lodge in Angoon, Alaska. For several years now, we've been hosting groups at Whalers Cove, and this is certainly one trip I do not miss. Each year, the Powers family makes great improvements to the lodge that make this great lodge even better. New rooms, new boats, new fish processing facilities, new outdoor kitchen. The list goes on and on. As for fishing, the calm waters around Whalers Cove are 100 miles from any large town, so you will enjoy wilderness adventure without the crowds. Whalers Cove Lodge has some of the best salt and freshwater fishing in Alaska, and there's no need for a bumpy boat ride for hours. You can find productive fishing for salmon, halibut, and rockfish just 10 minutes from the lodge. Here's the deal. The word is out on Whalers Cove, so you want to go? Book soon. WhalersCoveLodge.com or call 800-423-3123. WhalersCoveLodge.com for the Alaska fishing experience of a lifetime.
Fifth Avenue Insurance has a new name. It's Snap Insurance. Still providing anglers and boaters with the best in boat insurance and the lowest rates. The experts at Snap Insurance will make sure your boat and property are covered right. Traveling to Mexico? Snap has you covered. You can even work with your agent to wrap your home and auto with your boat policy to save even more. Call them for advice on your current boat policy or any of your insurance needs. Snap Insurance, 800-527-6617 or snapins.com. That's SNAPPINS.com.
XEPRS 1090 AM, Rosarito, Baja California.
San Diego's sports leader.
The home of ESPN Radio.
The mighty 1090.
Welcome back to Let's Talk Hookup on the Mighty 1090 again, live here at Mossy Ford in Pacific Beach, having a great time, talking fishing, talking fun.
Yeah, Grant's out there running a casting contest in full swing. I have a great crowd, but we still have room for you. Come on down to Mossy Ford. You still have plenty of time to get in on those two great grand prizes, the Hobie kayak that we have displayed here with Ron Lane answering questions too, and also the kayak fishing trip down at Cedros Island with Jeff from Cedros Kayak Fishing. We have Rick Jensen from Sportfishing Financial here. We're giving away that trip to Palmas de Cortez on Alaska Airlines, too, as a grand prize. Cowboys still got plenty to give away, so come on down and join us. And right now we're joined with Denny here, who's one of the guys from Mossy Ford. Good morning, Jenny.
Good morning, sir. How are you guys?
Great to have you. This is a big weekend for Ford, right?
Huge weekend for Ford. We just kind of consider it the Super Bowl of all weekends in terms of the car business.
Yeah.
It's just massive, incentives, special deals, promotions, all of it this weekend.
So why should somebody come to Mossy Ford this weekend and buy a car?
This weekend,
or truck.
One of the biggest reasons why, we're the fastest growing Ford store 2 years in a row here in San Diego County.
Wow.
And the only way that we're doing that is putting customers in cars, giving them the pricing and the payments that they really want, and truly just earning their business.
Yeah, for sure. But the incentives that you're offering, 0% for 60 months on that incredible F-150.
Absolutely,
right?
0% for 60 months on F-150s. We have over 125 of them in stock right now.
Whoa!
One of the largest selections in San Diego in terms of F-Series trucks.
Wow. And plus, there's other incentives besides that, right?
Absolutely. We got 0% for 72 on Fusions, Focuses, 0% for 72 months on Escapes. Just absolutely incredible. You can't beat 0%.
You have how many Explorers?
We have over 55 Explorers in stock right now.
Wow, which is one of the hottest cars going right now.
Absolutely. The technology in those vehicles is just absolutely amazing.
And you have the Ford Fusion, 199 sign and drive.
That's it.
Along with the Escape also?
Absolutely. The 2017 Ford Fusion SE, Escape SE, $199 a month plus tax, 0 down, sign and drive. Just come pick out your car, sign the paperwork, and you're burning gas.
Come on.
That's
$200
it.
a month. You're driving a 2017 beautiful brand new car.
You're not
got
paying
one
sales
myself.
tax. You're not, no down payment. Nothing
No
like
down
that.
payment. Just $199 a month plus tax. Tax is probably $14, $15 a month. So.
And how long is that lease?
36-month lease.
So you're signing away for 36 months.
Yep.
$199 a month. That's what you're paying.
That's it.
Wow.
Less than most cell phone bills.
No doubt.
Yeah.
Seriously.
That's insane.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's crazy. Well, I'll tell you what. We have a question from Dave from Anza. Dave, step up the microphone here. He has a Ford question. Since we're here.
For the Ford man, let you know that we have 3 Fords parked in front of our house.
Nice.
And I've got a Ford F-350 truck. It's a dually diesel, 4x4, all the bells and whistles. And I've got a feature on that I don't think you've seen on a Ford truck here before. I got a bumper sticker that says, "I drove across the Arctic Circle."
Wow.
Yeah, I pull a 10,000-pound fifth wheel, and that truck of mine has pulled that fifth wheel up to Alaska and back 2 times, and it's never so much as had a hiccup in it.
Nice.
Yeah, so my question on these Power Stroke diesels, for all the diesel trucks that have come in here for service, what is the most miles you've seen on one of those Power Stroke engines on a truck that's still running good?
Thank you, Daryl.
Wow.
405,000 miles.
405?
405,000 miles. Daryl's been with us for about 7 years, so he's been here a little bit longer in this particular store than I have. But I've seen him 400,000 or 500,000 miles on those engines. They're bulletproof.
Unbelievable.
That's great. I've got a little bit of room left on mine there. So.
You still can drive to miles.
Yeah, it's going to go back up to Alaska again.
Nice.
Wow. Okay. So once again, thanks, Dave. Appreciate you jumping up here on the microphone here at Mossy Ford. Denny, once again, this 4th of July sale is going to go through 4th of July?
Through Tuesday, actually.
Tuesday, which is
4th of July. Which is 4th of July, yes.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Wow.
So
you have all weekend here
all weekend
to come to Mossy Ford. What's the easiest way for people to get to Mossy Ford?
Just take I-5, get off on the Grand or Garnett exits. Depending on which way you're coming from, it'll be either on the left or the right-hand side. Just look for the big blue oval.
And you guys have so much in stock, you can drive it home
Over 600 vehicles in stock.
Well,
that's crazy.
Wow.
Good for you guys. Man.
Wow.
That's so cool.
And a lot of things that people want, too.
Absolutely. I mean,
Yeah.
we try to stock, the inventory and the vehicles that the customers are looking for.
Yeah. And again, like you said, you guys, I know Owen Mossy, he's a fisherman. He's a great guy. He likes making deals, so
Yes.
he doesn't want anybody to leave without making the deal.
Absolutely not. If you give us an opportunity, a chance to earn your business, we're going to do just that.
Yeah. So they come and see you, Denny?
They can come down here, ask for me. I'm one of the sales managers. Let them know you heard us on the radio, on the fishing show, and, I'll make sure to personally take care of you myself.
All right. Again, we always say it. The sell-a-thons are the time to buy a new Ford.
Absolutely.
And this is it right here.
Is
this is the big sell-a-thon.
This is the big sell-a-thon of the year,
Yeah.
4th of July.
It's just crazy seeing that flyer with like every cool vehicle you'd want, 0%, 0%, 0%, 0%. I mean, on everything.
I just can't
Awesome.
get over this. You can drive away in a new Fusion or Escape for $199.
It's mind-boggling,
Yeah.
Ford knows what the consumer's looking for, and on this weekend they are giving it to the consumers in terms of the 0%, huge incentives in terms of rebates. I mean, it's just a no-brainer.
Your cell phone analogy is what got me.
Yeah.
I think I paid
It's
$207
true, right?
a month on our cell phone bill. I more than a new car.
Yeah, no
That's
kidding.
cool.
Rick, you're a financial advisor. I mean, that $199 deal. Good financial sound advice to buy that.
Yeah, you can't beat that, I don't think. And the 0%, using somebody else's money. If you were going to buy a truck for $65,000,
yeah.
you can put that away and get a return on that and let them take the money little by little.
Yeah,
that
cool.
makes sense. I've got one of their trucks that you and I spent time in Baja sitting right here on the street.
So awesome.
It's just a detail away from being on the showroom still, and they own it. I just pay them a little per month to buy it.
Yeah, and you've taken so you leased it too.
No, I'm just the 0 for 72.
0%, yeah.
Oh,
I got
the 0
for
you
72.
got 0 for 72.
Yeah.
What a deal.
Oh, you bet.
Yeah, absolutely. So come on down to Mossy Ford and take advantage of these. Denny, thanks for joining us.
No problem. Thank you, gentlemen.
Appreciate that very much. Tom in San Diego. Tom, is you around? Oh, there he is. He was lined up ready for the casting contest. Come on down, Tom.
What's up, Tom?
I'm warming up. There's a hope.
Okay.
I was driving over, so I missed the first part. Can you explain a little more about your Cedros trip? I didn't get how long it is. You leave from here.
The kayak trip.
The kayak trip, yeah.
Yeah, everything. We park at Fastlane. That's where we like to park. Nice, safe
well,
parking.
You can
right
almost trust those guys.
A little bit. He wants to report when we get back. That's why he lets us park there, I think. So we get in my minivan. The trips are 4 to 8 days, or we could do a custom trip for you as well. The plane goes Monday, Wednesday, Friday, so your trip has to kind of work around that. But we could put together, if you wanted to stay longer, But it's all based basically on the plane. So 4 to 8 days.
Okay,
is
that's
our
just
normal.
what I want. That's a very manageable size
Absolutely.
trip.
Yeah, it's like what we did. We flew down Monday, came back Friday. We got 3 days of fishing, and sometimes you can get a half day fishing in the day you arrive. Too.
Yeah, we're always fishing.
Yeah.
When we get there.
Yeah, that's the advantage of the
even
kayak.
if it's a couple hours, kayak or pongo. Like
when we went last year, we got there early, and first thing we did, load the kayaks and head right down.
Yeah, I can't even tell you how many big grouper I've got. Like just trying to, let my lunch settle, and I'm just trolling a Rapala right on that break wall, and just, get a 40-pounder. You've been there, a half hour.
and you happen to be the world record holder, right?
I hold a couple world records.
Yeah.
From a broomtail, absolutely.
Yeah, you caught that
down on the island throwing surface iron. Yep,
out of the pro angler,
out of the Hobie pro angler. Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, incredible. I was glad I was in the bigger boat that day. So
what's the difference? Like, Cedros Sport Fishing, great experience. They have this beautiful lodge on the cliff and stuff like that. When you come to, and it's maximum 12 people, wonderful thing. Your deal's a little bit different. You stay in your house, basically in town.
Exactly.
And then you actually eat at the restaurants in town there.
Yeah, we're not afraid to go out at night and go support the local restaurants. There's a coffee shop down in town that we like to visit in the mornings, on the way down to the boat ramp. And definitely La Marina, the restaurant down in town is, we call ahead and they prepare everything, and we just show up with our beverages and walk in and eat.
That's cool.
So, but my crew's doing really good at the house too. Terry's making some amazing meals, trying to keep up with them. She likes us to stay home and eat.
And
there,
you have a beautiful courtyard.
Yeah, our difference between us and Cedros Sport Fishing, of course, is just our size. We're smaller, a little bit more intimate. 3 people at a time. Everyone gets your own room, and just it feels like you're staying like at my personal residence. You know what I mean? My wife furnished the house, she let me take all of her Pottery Barn furniture from our house. So, it's kind of interesting. People come down and they don't understand what's going on when they see it, but it's our place. I mean, that's, she decorated it, and, she wanted it a certain way for everybody, and
it's cool.
It's just so comfortable. It's very woman-friendly, we like to call it.
Well, and it's cool that you guys, Cedros is, like I said, very small town. There's not a lot of money.
Not a lot of money down there. Exactly.
There's the abalone and lobster co-op, and then there's a salt factory, and a lot of the people work there, but there's a lot of people that don't work there, too.
That's true.
So, and they need the support from outside, and they love having the people down there to help support the local economy.
Yeah, and everyone that's come down for us, too, I'm not afraid to tell people, hey, if, you want to bring a little something, I'll even pay for it to get on the plane, to give it away to somebody down there if you have a spare rod that you don't use all the time or stuff like that.
Clothes, jacket.
Chris Menick, I do this kids fishing clinic down there. We're doing our third one on Saturday when he's down there, and Chris has been instrumental in helping us with that, just by donating fishing rods and tackle, and it's a nice thing to do for the town down there. They don't have a lot, and it's very, very easy to help someone down there. It's so simple.
I'll give you a good example of that. Big Al and Patrick Wang, his other partner in Cedros Sport Fishing, along with Adrian, there was the local police officer was there and said that there was a kid that had some issues at home and he needed a new pair of shoes. So they took the kid to the local store there, bought him a new pair of shoes, and then gave them to him and this kid,
it's the greatest feeling
it
ever.
was like just a pair of shoes.
Yeah.
And they bought him some socks. And this kid was like so excited.
Oh,
it's
crazy.
It was such a cool deal. Yeah,
and you see them, we're giving away fishing rods and stuff to them, and then you go down fishing the next day and you see them on the dock. Like, it's just, it feels great.
That's cool.
And you see them happy, like they're doing something now. They have something to do.
Yeah.
So
We actually trolled by the pilot of the plane. He was casting off the rod.
Yeah, awesome.
Wait a minute, that's the pilot right there. Yeah,
that's cool.
It was pretty good.
Was he on his phone?
One quick comment for Wayne's benefit to Bart Hall. Fight on.
All right.
Nice.
Hey, well, we got a great show going here, and another full hour of it coming your way. And when we come back, we're going to check in with the catch report, find out what's biting up and down the beach, and a whole lot more. You stay tuned. It's Let's Talk Hookup live from Mossy Ford right here on the Mighty 1090.
This is Chelsea from Dana Landing in Mission Bay. We are truly the one-stop shop for a great day on the water. Looking for a fishing charter? Dana Landing has you covered with the Blackjack. Perfect up to 4 anglers, or the Impulse up to 6 anglers in comfort and style. Dana Landing has a huge tackle shop with everything you need to go fish bay bass, tuna, or marlin, and our staff will dial you in. We even have Mexican and California fishing licenses and reel repair. Our deli at Dana Landing is a local's favorite with all the food, ice, and beverages you need. Hey, need freshwater tackle? Head to East County Bait and Tackle, the ultimate in rods and reels, the latest freshwater lures and live bait. ECBT has a staff second to none when it comes to sharing their passion for fishing. ECBT is at the end of the 67 freeway on Mapleview and Lakeside, and Dana Landing is next to the Dana Launch Ramp in Mission Bay. Check out DanaLanding.com for more details.
You've heard all about it. You know the angler's catching fish habit, so what's holding you back? It's a fact. FishDope.com really does help you catch more fish and burn less fuel. FishDope.com is the only fish finding service with a spotter plane along with a crew of top anglers on the water almost every day that report actual locations and catches. You can get daily catch reports from Point Conception to San Martin Island, 365 days a year. FishDope.com is for everyone, whether you have your own boat, fish on your friend's boat, or a sport boat. FishDope.com has online planning tools, moon phase, tides, hot bite icons, and more. So bottom line is, if you don't have FishDope.com, well, you're probably missing a lot of bites. Membership costs less than $50 of gas, and that's for the entire year. That's right, 1 year. What a bargain. Plus, use this special code to save $20 on a new FishDope.com membership. Check it out today. FishDope.com. Catch more fish, burn less fuel.
Here's John Ireland for Rancho Leonero.
Rancho Leonero was awarded the Certificate of Excellence from TripAdvisor for 4 straight years. Especially interesting, most hotels are just hotels. Most people stay in the hotel and go do their activities elsewhere. Rancho Leonero, of course, provides fishing, diving, all activities, all meals, your whole vacation. So the fact that we're so highly rated, we're very proud of it. From picking you up at the airport to dropping you off, literally everything is turnkey from there. We make it as easy as we can for you at the ranch. from your meals to whether you're going to go fishing or diving or just hang out by the pool. When you're coming to Rancho Llanero, you are coming to John Ireland's home. I guarantee the best fishing vacation experience in all of Baja. It's unique. There's nowhere that I could think of to get the same experience that you get at Rancho Llanero. Our new reservation phone number is 800-646-2252, 646-BAJA, and RanchoLlanero.com. It's really unique. It is. We're very proud of it.
XEPRS 1090 AM Rosarito, Baja California.
San Diego's sports leader. The home of ESPN Radio. The mighty 1090.
Sport fishing, not just for dad anymore. At Dana Wharf Sport Fishing, kids fish free every Sunday. Free half-day fishing trip and clinic free for kids 12 and under every Sunday at Dana Wharf. Join the Dana Wharf Kids Club and get over $100 of really cool stuff like 2 free fishing trips, a free whale watch trip, and more. Dana Wharf, everyone's favorite since 1971. Click DanaWharf.com or visit them in the Dana Point Harbor, the bass capital of the West, and only minutes from the 5 freeway in Orange County. DanaWharf.com, where kids fish free.
Everyone likes special treatment, kind of feel like a VIP. Well, that's how our listeners are treated at Poway Valley Collision. I have personally heard of several stories of how well our friends Jim and Mary take care of their customers that we sent them. Poway Valley Collision is worth the drive from anywhere in the Southland. We know you may not need them today, but when accidents happen, it pays to go to Poway Valley Collision. And listen to this. Our listeners get a special discount that can save you hundreds of dollars on your car or truck repair. Just tell them you listen to the show and you get the deal. They work with most insurance companies, including Auto Club, MetLife, Wawanesa, and more. Just bring your car or truck to them and let Poway Valley Collision do the rest. I have had my truck repaired at Poway Valley Collision, and the job was perfect. So get your vehicle fixed right at Poway Valley Collision. Tell them you listen to Let's Talk Hookup, and they'll save you money on your repair. Poway Valley Collision, 14211 Garden Road in Poway. Check PowayValleyCollision.com.
The bluefin are abundant this year, but getting them to bite is another story. But if you're willing to chase them, there's an opportunity to land the catch of a lifetime. Now, getting the deal of a lifetime on a new Ford is much less effort because the gigantic summer sales event is going on now at your San Diego County Ford dealer. Choose from a great selection of cars, trucks, and SUVs and save big on interest charges with 0 APR long-term financing. On top of that, your Ford dealer will give you an additional bonus for your qualified trade. This special offer is available to anyone who gets approved through Ford Motor Credit. You'll also find great deals on new Ford Super Duty, Motor Trend Magazine's 2017 Truck of the Year. So why chase deals all over town when you can land the deal of a lifetime on the new Ford, car, truck, or SUV you've always wanted during the Ford Summer Sales Event? Stop by any San Diego County Ford dealer today. They'll be glad to hook you up. Learn more at buyfordnow.com.